I can assure you guys this is gonna be bluegrass up the ass. Yoo-hoo! And thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review.
Well, here I am, gentlemen.
Once again, I've reached a new low. I've fallen deep into the terrifying abyss of awful movies once more. The Girls from Thunderstrip is a super cheap exploitation crime film, which features some of the worst production values I've ever seen in my life. I haven't watched something this effortless, this lazily put together, since The Creeping Terror back in early September.
Are you kidding me or what?
But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on The Girls from Thunderstrip.
Now you do as he said!
This is from director David L. Hewitt, who brought us such classics like The Wizard of Mars, The Mighty Gorga, and the short film Monsters Crash the Pajama Party. Only true refined classics.
That old fool must have been pretty sure of himself.
Somewhere in the hillbilly countryside, there's a raid to take down a moonshine operation, led by the sheriff and his men, who I think deserve a Medal of Honor for the stupidest law and order enforcers on the planet.
That was the most incompetent piece of bungling I've ever seen, Sheriff!
The whiskey operation was run by 3 criminal sisters. One of them is sent to jail, and her cell faces that of 3 outlaw bikers who have been out wreaking havoc for the locals.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Later that same day, her 2 sisters come to break her out. The main girl, Red, lets the bikers out in exchange for $50, which for today would equal to a little over $400. Yeah, I did the math, but still, that's pretty cheap for releasing and partnering with a gang of murderous thugs who could turn on you at any moment. And that's precisely what happens as soon as the escapees get back to their homes. The bikers start misbehaving and then murdering the hosts and taking the girls hostages. It's funny how the script sets up the sheriff to be the main hero who's going to save the day, only for him to disappear into thin air in the second half and never be heard from again.
Now you listen to me, Sheriff. Washington's gonna get a full report on you, a full report!
This movie kind of reminded me of Wes Craven's The Last House on the Left, because near the end, one guy who took in the 3 bikers goes out looking for them to get his revenge on the people they hurt and to get the women back to safety. Investing into making a movie like this is like me putting in my 40 cents at the coffee machine at university.
Now you take care of that, honey. That's a 15-cent raise.
The production values are atrocious here. Every copy that's available on the internet looks like the film specs are about to disintegrate before my very eyes. For most of the runtime, the dialogue is hard to understand when it's not downright inaudible.
Hey, do the juices time. This piece is dead.
I won't even get into how bad the acting is, but most of all, this production suffers from severe jump cuts that happen all through the movie. And trust me, it's not just once or twice, which would be bad enough. They appear all the time. You cannot miss them.
Well, what in thunderation for?
Like that, the car just teleported itself out of this movie. Fantastic. Everything here is a catastrophe. There's even a sequence in the 3rd act where the sound cuts off and we're left watching a silent movie.
I said shut up!
I guess it's an opportunity to play over whatever song you'd like. I don't know if it's the cut I watched or if it's the case for every version of this, but in this story, Red is taken away by the bikers, and in the next scene, she's on the side of the road, rescued by her future fiancé. Did I miss something? Is there a scene that was somehow cut from the film, or were the makers just too lazy to shoot a couple scenes to explain what the heck happened here?
I guess it's all my fault.
Another thing which really annoys me is the incessant use of banjo music. It plays all the time and it doesn't switch up. It's always that same upbeat bluegrass tune and it feels very out of place sometimes, especially during the tense scenes. Like, is this supposed to be a crime drama or the Beverly Hillbillies?
What the hell is going on out here now?
And let me tell you, I howled with cringe when seeing one of the bikers attacked and killed by the image of a bobcat. In conclusion, this movie is pure crap from start to finish. It's amateurish filmmaking at its worst. There's very little information about this flick on the internet, probably because even they are aware of how bad this is and want to hide it from the public. Well, good job, Google. What an awful movie.